ladder around the corner, I see you. I wanna be there, I wanna be with you. You're fucking talking to. When I see, I wanna be you, I wanna see you, and I wanna be. Cause I can't explain what you mean, what you mean to right. Love of the body, I see you there, I never wanna be with you. You're fucking talking to your fucking your daddy. Boy,
28 car of Barry Taylor from Cromwell. Then we go back behind him. It is the 69 car, Ewan Shearing Contracting sponsored car of Ewan Shearing Otago Metals. So 57 car of Aaron Andrews. The Cleanways Southern Mechanical 47 car Lloyd Phillips. Sinclair Transport 83 Russell Erskine. 57 car out next there. That's who is that? That's Claire Brown. Claire Brown. Then we go back, next one is the 12 car of Argent Scouton from Empro Tools Woodford Glen Speedway. The 7 car, Cromwell Tyres sponsored car, BP to go, it is Ivan Murdoch. The Graham Williamson X Factor cars, the home of everything V8 in Southland and Central Otago. Of course, Riley Mechanical looking after him as well. It is the car of Graham Will, I am son. 22 car of Mike Verdona, MV Motors there, and of course, behind him we'll go back, right back to the 38 car of James Stronach. 14 car of Brent Sterling. The 17 car of Craig Phillips. The 171, the Mercedes, as we all do. It is Reece Shirley. Back behind him, 68, Dean Shearing. Thank you very much. So that's Dean Shearing Contracting. 22 car of Dan Black would be out there as well. Then we have the 16 car. Never seen that one around before. Who's that? Peter Kirk. It's looking awesome, that machine from last year. 88, Terry McBride from Christchurch out there as well. 55, Stephen Robinson with a nice fluoro colour paint scheme as well. 15 car of Phil Burgess. And unfortunately, Burgess had a bit of a oopsie. His car decided to lunch itself a couple of weekends ago, and he's just gone and bought himself a wee runner engine for this meeting here so he can make sure he's here for the racing here at Central Motor Speedway for this part of the season. So saloons are out, and that'll do. Right, green flag, no mucking around this time round. Ewan Shearing gets the start, a nice one too. He goes on the outside of Barry Taylor, but Lloyd Phillips is right up his bits and pieces now as they make their way down the back straight. 28 Barry Taylor ducks down the inside. Lloyd Phillips has decided to change tack now. He also moves down into the inside line. Up between turn 4 they go. Heading down the back straight, bit of a front straight back drag race between 47 Phillips and 69 Shearing, but Phillips has got that race won at this stage. Then we go back behind them. 57 car would be your next place car now as they make their way up into turn number 3 and 4. That's Clark Brown. One spot back behind them, we'll see the 57 car of Aaron Andrews being passed on the outside by the 22 car of Mike Verdona. Verdona does a good job too. 83 Erskine would be in behind him. Then we go back to the 12 of Argent Scout now. He's having a great battle with the 7 car of Ivan Murdoch. 5 Steve Robertson's having a good battle with the 21 car of course Graham Williamson, and 17 Craig Phillips there as well. Phillips now works down the inside of the 28 car of Barry Taylor, takes over the lead now as he makes his way up between turn 3 and 4. And behind him, those two is the 69 car of Ewan Shearing still, 22 Mike Verdona. He'll be looking to try and make up a couple of spots to see what he can do about having a crack at the 47 car of Lloyd Phillips. You can see Verdona's really pushing that car as hard as he can as they make their way up into 3 and 4. 57, Clark Brown would be next. He's about 15 off the pace. Looks like Verdona's just gone around the outside of the 69 car of Shearing. Looks like Verdona's the man on the move at the moment. He's got 28, of course, the car of Barry Taylor in his sights now as he makes his way up into turn 3 and 4. Let's go further back down the field. Clark Brown, then 83, Erskine from 12, Scouten 55, of course, is the car of Steve Robinson. 17, Craig Phillips, bit of blue smoke poking out the side of him. He's having a look down the inside of the 55 car. He'll make it stick as well. 7, Ivan Murdoch would be in behind him. Gone a bit too wide. That's allowed Aaron Andrews and the 21 car, Graham Williamson, having a bit of a crack at him, but hasn't quite done it all. Bit of contact between. Oh, that's a bit scary there. It was started by James Stronach. Dean Shearing had nowhere to go either. Looks like he might have broken something on the car as well. And 16, of course, the car there of Pete Kirk, just about, well, you give him a wee love tip, I think, anyway, but I don't think it's anything too major. Shearing, where was he running at that time? He was well back, though, in 12th spot. And there we go. But I'll tell you what, Lloyd Phillips is the man on the miss at the moment. Lap 6 of 10. Lloyd Phillips, 17.33. He is the fastest man on the track. Verdona, he sits a 17.49. Both those guys, very similar lap times. And then we go back. Ewan Shearing still hanging on for that third at the moment. Argent scouting, sniffing around a wee bit though. So I'll just have to try and sort these guys out that are parked up. And an independent rear suspension and all sorts of weird and wonderful things in that. But the green flag drops and up and away we go. 47 Lloyd Phillips. Now here it is. Game on as they make their way down the back straight. 47 Phillips looks like he's got a wee bit more bite than what the 22 car, but he's sledging going up between 3 and 4. Verdona can see that, ducks in behind him there. This is the battle for first and second. Then we go back behind them, 28 car of, well, Phillips has gone wide. That's allowed 22. Verdona, a bit of an opportunity, gives a wee bit of a flick on the way through. So Lloyd Phillips is going to have a crack at him going up between 3 and 4. And we've got to look further down the field, but this is where it's all happening up the front. 47, Lloyd Phillips battling it out with 22, Verdona. Verdona's got the edge at the moment. Opens up about 2 car lengths now, beautifully off turn 2. I reckon he gained another car spot length just from that alone. And behind them it will be the 28 car. He's doing a pretty good job to try and stay in touch. Chicken flags dropped, I tell you what, she was all too bloody good for me. I didn't even see that happen, but Verdona takes the win from 47, Lloyd Phillips. 69, Ewan Shearing. It's actually not, it's the 28 car. He hasn't obviously got a transponder that's working on it, but Barry Taylor would get in that third spot from Ewan Shearing. Then in 5th will be 12 Argent Scouting. 17 Craig Phillips, 21 Graham Williamson, 14 Brent Sterling, 88 Terry McBride, 22 Dan Black, 171 Reece Shirley, and that's, we'll just leave it at that. But fastest lap, a 17.13, set by Mike Verdona on lap number 9. So the last lap was his fastest lap once he got some clear air. Fastest lap, Lloyd Phillips, 17.33. He did that on lap number 6. His last lap was only a 17.82.
Want a great night out for all the family? Want great value? Need excitement? Need action, thrills, speed and spills? Then you need to be at your local Speedway's next race meeting. It's got it all! Speedway, the entertainment sport.
Okay, Saloons make their way out onto the track. The winner of the first race makes his way out onto the track as well. We just learnt though that 16, Pete Kirk, he's out for the rest of the night. Broken rings in the engine. Doesn't like having your ring broken, I'm sure. As the 22 car, MV Motors, Duffy Engineering sponsored car of Mike Verdona makes his way out. 38, James Stronach would be in behind him. Then we go back to the 14 car, and that's Brent Sterling. 17, it is the Cleanway sponsored car, and of course Southern Mechanical, Craig Phillips. 171 is Reece Shirley. And then behind Reece we'll see 68. Looks like they got Dean Shearing's car all fixed up, which has got to be a good thing. So Dino's back out again. Then we go back, 22, Dan Black would be your next one out. And then behind Dan, in his Chevy Monza, we'll see 55, Stevie Robertson, the Road Medal sponsored car. 88, Terry McBride in the Camaro. 28, Barry Taylor. 69, Ewan Shearing contracting car, Ewan Shearing. And we go back to the 57 machine out there as well. And 257s out there tonight, there was, that's Clark Brown. 83, of course, is Russell Erskine Construction, Sinclair Transport. 57, the Otago Medals, sponsored car of Aaron Andrews. The 12 of Argent Scouting, and then 7, Ivan Murdoch, the BP to go car. 21 is Graham Williamson, and the Graham Williamson X Factor cars car. Avanti. 15 car of Phil Burgess out there as well. Now, as we said before, Phil there running with a bit of a not as powerful motor as his big motor. As we said earlier on in the night, blew the motor up. And he's got the Cromwell Collision Repair Avanti sponsored car. Just got a motor that's a runner. A bit of blue smoke poking out of the back of it already, so hopefully you might see the end of the race here. But 22 Verdona will start off the front of the inside line on this outside. 38 James Stronach. 14 of Brent Sterling's back in that second row on his outside. The 17 car of Craig Phillips. The 121 car of Reece Shirley. The Mercedes is in row 3. 68 Dean Shearing on his outside. Then we go back row 4. 88 Terry McBride on his outside. The 22 car of Dan Black. 55 Steve Robinson there all by himself in his row. Then we go back to Barry Taylor in the 28 car. Then 69 Ewan Shearing's on his outside. And then we go back 57 Aaron Andrews in the 57 car, 257 side by side, that's Clark Brown. 83 Erskine on his outside, 7 Ivan Murdoch. 12 Argent Scouten on his outside. You'll see the 5 car, but the green's up and away we go. And the 22 car, Mike Verdona. Now he's going to be hard to catch from here. One car that's noticeably missing is the 47 car of Lloyd Phillips, so not sure what's happened to him. But up the front though, 22 Mike Verdona leads. Oh, this car's going sideways, Aaron Andrews, and we've got who's that, Ewan Shearing and 57 Clark Brown have had a bit of a coming together down on just heading into turn number 3. So yeah, they make their way around to turn number 3 and 4. 22. It is Mike Verdona. Winner of the last race. Let's see if we can do it again. Racing we go. Up into turn number 1 and 2 goes the 22 car. And half a length back, 17. Craig Phillips has got a bit of a push going on there. That's allowed the 14 car of Brent Sterling to sneak down the inside now and take over that second spot. Phillips having all sorts of issues. They're not driving to conditions, these boys, as they make their way across the start-finish line. And Verdona's off and gone. And he's already opened it up to about 10 or 15 lengths back to the 17 car of Phillips. Phillips has got it better this time round, gives it the nice wee flick. Oh, look at this mess. It's just waiting for an accident to happen here, but it's all come out the other side okay. And 38 James Stronach, 55 Steve Robinson from 7 Ivan Murdoch there as well. Look at the group of cars that are all racing for position here. 3 wide coming out of turn number 4 now. Up the front, 22 Mike Verdona's got the best seat in the house. He's up the front and taken off and gone. About 25 car lengths back to the 17 car of Craig Phillips, and we go back to about the same distance to our next place machine. It is the car of 14 Brent Sterling. He's got a nice wee gap back to 55 Steve Robinson as well. About 2 or 3 back will be the 17 car of Ivan Murdoch. Good battle going on between 12 Argent Scouten and the 28 car of Barry Taylor and 38 James Stronach. About 15 back, 68 Dino Shearing would have the 57 car of Aaron Andrews there as well. 88 it is, of course, Terry McBride's got a battle going on with him, and 21 Graham Williamson now. And then we go back 83 Russell Erskine, 57 Clark Brown, and 69 Ewan Shearing, 171 car Reece Shirley, 15 of course would be your next place car, and that is Phil Burgess, 22 Dan Black, and the leaders are right up behind the diff of the 22 car of Dan Black now as they make their way round the outside. 17 Craig Phillips still holds off that second spot, as he's really going to have a bit of a crack and a bit of a challenge here. We've got lap number 6 now of 10, 4 to go, and these two are really starting to get into it. And this is the driver we know Craig Phillips is here. Look at him go. He's right up behind the 22 car of Verdona. A wee bit of a gap now though, and then we go back, well back, third spot. 14 of course is Brent Sterling. Now he's probably pretty much a length and a bit of the front straight back in that third spot. 55 Steve Robinson starting to give him the hurry along now as they make their way up into 1 and 2. 7 Ivan Murdoch, 12 Argent Scouten, and 28 Barry Taylor. They're having a good wee race further down there as well. And we look for our front running car, 22 Verdona. There's a whole heap of traffic just up in front of them in the form of 57 Clark Brown, 69 Ewan Shearing, as they make their way up between turn number 3 and 4 now. 22 Verdona's looking pretty good here. 17 Phillips holding off second spot. Oh, we've got some coming together here. Everybody's had a wee bit of a love tap there. Looks like it's Brent Sterling and Barry Taylor that's involved over there. Might be a bit moist in that side of the track, and they had a bit of a slip. So green flag is up. Green is up. Half of them are half asleep. Ewan Shearing's passed somebody on right at the back of the field. Right. Stevie Robinson Good wee charge from him. Oh, there's a bit of a who's your daddy there on turn number 2, but looks like Craig Phillips, no, tyre's gone down, so not a good outing for the Phillips boys tonight. There's another one in the infield day, but 22, Mike Verdona. White flag comes out, one to go for him. He's already opened up. Oh, heck, 25, 30 lengths back to 55, Stevie Robertson. For obvious reasons. Oh, there's 57 Clark Brown going round, and there's all sorts of carnage and drama and checkered flags. Who cares? We've finished it. 22. It is Mike Verdona will take the win. 55 Steve Robinson for second, just over 7 Ivan Murdoch. Barry Taylor with his wobbly wheels in that next spot. 12 Argent Scout there as well. 88 Terry McBride. 83 Russell Erskine. 21 Graham Williamson. 57 Aaron Andrews. 69 Ewan Shearing. 68 Dean Shearing. 38 James Stronach. 15 Phil Burgess. And the 171 car of Reece Shirley. So fastest lap, doesn't matter, we said to you before, 17:27 from Mike Verdona and a 17:41 for Craig Phillips, but obviously Phillips unable to finish. That tyre looking a bit sad. I just had it coming together, didn't he? So that was that.
Hi, I'm Scott Williamson and welcome to X Factor Cars. Family owned and operated with 2 locations, Invercargill and Cromwell. Specialising in everything V8 from Holden Ford, HSV, FPV, and with Southland's biggest selection of American muscle, we've got most bases covered. You only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough. Get the X Factor.
Rightio, 21. Graham Williamson there. Graham Williamson X Factor Cars on the side of his machine, the 7 car of Ivan Murdoch. And then we have the 22 car of Dan Black, 12 of Argent Scouten, behind him 88 Terry McBride, 57 out there as well. Clark Brown, go back behind him with 68 Dean Shearing, the 83 car of Russell Erskine. Good field of saloons, look, they have to wait, that's how many there is. Right, Williamson's off the front door by himself. Let's see what he can do from here. Green is up. Let's do it. Racing we go. So it's a drag race between the Hypermac and the 55 car of Steve Robinson. 171 Reece Shirley straight to the infield. But looks like Graham Williamson's got a good jump here. He's opened up about 2 car lengths now. 55 Steve Robinson there as well. 7 Ivan Murdoch's just gone around the outside of him now. They'll go across the start-finish line to complete lap number 1 now. Then we go back. It is, of course, back and forth spot. The 12 car of Argent Scouten. Then we got 88 Terry McBride there as well. 22, it looks like it's Dan Black's got a bit of momentum going on. Back and behind him, we'll see the 83 car, Russell Erskine, 68 Dean Shearing. Then we got 17 Craig Phillips trying to pass down the inside of 57 Clark Brown now. 1 spot back, we'll see the other 57 car of Aaron Andrews. And then we have Ewan Shearing trying to go around the outside of him now is the 22 car of Mike Verdona. 171 Reece Shirley's got 15, Phil Burgess and 38 James Stronach. We'll have that final spot at the tail end of the field now. Up the front we go. And the 21 car of Graham Williamson leads the charge. Back behind him at 7 Ivan Murdoch, still pretty comfortably there in that next spot. Then we got about 15, 20 back to the 55 car of Steve Robinson. 1 spot back and behind him, we'll see the 12 of Argent Scouten's doing a pretty good job. And then a big lineup of cars. They're all 3 and 4 wide here, especially going up into turn 1 and 2. And it looks like 88 Terry McBride's the one that's going to come out of it. Oh, somebody's gone round. It's Barry Taylor. So I wonder if they'll see that because it's pretty dusty. Yep, they did. So Barry Taylor will get back going. Might have been a little bit too quick on the yellow, the referees there, but that's okay. That's their job to make sure everybody's safety is okay. Actually, the way these guys are going tonight, we don't know if it's actually going to be that long. So they've dropped a couple of laps here and there. Obviously trying to hurry the program up. They've gone green, so they're not mucking around here. So Graham Williamson still retains that lead, but 7 Ivan Murdoch's given a really good hurry along as they make their way down the back straight. Murdoch's going to have to back off, and Williamson opens up about a 1 car length buffer back to him now. A good battle going on for 3rd and 4th between Stevie Robinson and 12 Argent Scouten now. Then we've got about 25 back to the 88 car of Terry McBride. 17 Craig Phillips has made his way up through the field quite nicely. Now starting to work on the 83 car of Russell Erskine now as he makes his way down the back straight. He's all sideways, but he's got it back. He's working on the 88 car of Terry McBride now. 68 Dean Shearing would be in behind him. Then the 22 car of Dan Black. 1 spot back, we'll see the 22 car. Now he's just lost something because I've seen a whole heap of steam come out of the side of that car. I'd imagine he's lost all the water out of it. So 22 Mike Verdona, he now pulls to the infield now. Let's go back up to the front. And this is lap number 7 about to be started now. It's still Graham Williamson, not too much and too far behind. It's a bit of a 4-horse race at the moment, and 7 Ivan Murdoch, 22 Dan Black, he's just done a complete turnaround and managed to keep it going. So that's not too bad. It's a dust bowl out there, folks. You can hardly see anything at the moment. But 21 Graham Williamson still leads the charge. In behind him, 68 7 Ivan Murdoch, from 55 Steve Robinson. Then there's 12 car Argent Scouting would be next now. 1 spot back, we'll see the next place car of 17 Craig Phillips. Phillips doing a fantastic job at the moment, and we're on lap number 9. So is it the white? Yeah, white flag is out, 1 to go. 21 Graham Williamson. He's 2 turns away from taking the win here. He goes up between turn 3 and 4. He's actually quite smooth today, so it's got to be a good thing for Graham. He has his moments, but this one he will definitely win. Graham Williamson will take the win from 7 Ivan Murdoch, 55 Steve Robinson from the 12 car of Argent Scouting. And then we go back behind him, 17 Craig Phillips is probably the big mover there. From 83 Russell Erskine, 68 Dean Shearing, 88 Terry McBride, 57 Aaron Andrews, from 57 Clark Brown, then 22 Dan Black, and then the 28 car Barry Taylor, then 69 Ewan Shearing, then 15 car of Phil Burgess. 171 machine would be your last place car, and that is of course Reece Shirley. So there's absolutely nothing lined up on the dummy grid at the moment, so there's obviously going to be a wee bit of a break while they figure out what's coming up.
Darkness is falling, and shadow like around the corner I see you.